What up, you weirdos? Dave here, and I like knives. Here to talk to you today about the Gerber Bear Grylls Compact. We have a main blade right there. Excuse me. We have a main blade of 1 3/4 inches, a closed handle length, of 2 and a. Oh, I am so sorry. Closed handle length of 2.5 inches, closed handle width of 1 inch, and a closed handle depth of all the time of 1/2 inch. This weighs in at 4 ounces. Let's start with what I like about this. There we go. Start with what I like about this. This has a decent pair of pliers. They are very small, very precise. Ow. There we go. These are a good pair of tiny, tiny, tiny pliers. Just for funsies. How thick are these things? They are that thick. These will not get done any kind of serious work. Again, just for funsies, because I haven't tried this. There we go. The wire cutters are strong enough to cut small hanging wire. That's something that I legitimately wasn't sure on. I like this well enough, putting that out there. It's not any kind of high quality. Decent pliers, decent knife. Closing this back up. Decent knife. Because it's Gerber, it comes in mystery steel, obviously. Also has a serrated blade on the flip side. These are labeled serrated for the serrated side and blade for the main blade side. The blade also has a little swoop in it where the back of the serrated blade is completely flat. I watched a review once that made me giggle of a guy talking about this, and like he had never noticed that before, so it just made up on the fly. Oh, that's for your safety. That's so that you don't hurt yourself. That's just so that you know what tool you're pulling out. Like, he made a really big deal about it. That just made me giggle. But yeah, I do appreciate things being labeled. The non-verbal cue of having that swoop in there. I appreciate all of that. Yeah, but that doesn't make this a necessarily high quality tool. Laughable tweezers. These things are good enough, I guess. They do pull hair. I'm not going to demonstrate that and make it weirder. But why? Why are they on here? Why are they like this? These tweezers give me questions. Why didn't you switch it out for another more usable general tool? They give me questions. If you are familiar with the Gerber Vise, this is very similar. I don't think it has tweezers. Just so you don't confuse the two, because I did for some time. Very small screwdriver there. We have a fine, flat, mid-range flathead and bottle opener there, and a laughable 2D Phillips. Dude, if you're gonna make the Phillips this flat, just don't put that 3D modeling on it. It is perfectly fine to just have a solid piece of angled steel and call that a Phillips driver. Leatherman does it, and it works. Putting the extra ridges in there just to show that's laughable, that's poorly done. Poor fit and finish. In general, I got this thing in the $5 I got this the same day as my new dime. I think that cost $4, and this costs $5. So I bought them together in the glass case at Walmart. And I keep this in my Micra, both in my little EDC pouch, in my bag. I keep that for the scissors, and I keep this for the pliers. And it's decent enough. Gerber charges $20 for it. Amazon, you can find it for $15. Knife Center, Walmart, all for $15, except that I got that for $5. But so the teller probably screwed up. I don't know. But I like that Gerber only charges $20 for this. It shows that they at least recognize that this is a very, very budget. I'm going to be gracious to them and not call it low quality, but it is very much a budget tool. And most companies very rarely go below $30 when pricing something, no matter the quality of what it is that they're selling. So I do appreciate that Gerber at least had that much insight. Not enough to make this better, but enough to price it accordingly. Something that, I loved finding this. I have a quote here from the Gerber website. The only compact multi-tool with 2 full-size blades on it. That is beautiful. For 2 reasons. First off, both of these have 1.5-inch blades. That's only 1/4 of an inch smaller. What does full-size blades mean? The Leatherman Rev, the Juice, both have much bigger blades than this. What constitutes a compact multi-tool? The Gerber Dime is about 1 inch. So that's, again, what constitutes full-size blades. Basically, I absolutely adore marketing statements that are said authoritatively but aren't saying anything. Only compact multi-tool with 2 full-size blades on it. That's not a statement that means anything. What is a compact multi-tool? What is a full-size blade? That's meaningless fluff that they use to try to sell their product. Every company does it. If they make a statement and don't back it up with actual legitimate data, then they're just lying to you and trying to screw you over. Gerber, I find, is much more guilty of that than most other tools. See center drive commercial. But that's just something that I find very interesting, critiquing commercials and advertisements and stuff. So that made me giggle. That made me laugh. They try to sell this as a keychain multi-tool, but don't. It's much too big. It's much too heavy. It packs much too small a punch to make this what I would consider to be a legitimate choice, especially when the Gerber Dime exists from the same company, and it's just generally higher quality. So overall, I give the Gerber Bear Grylls Compact a... Again, I have it. I use it. I carry it. There's no reason that any of you should. For a similar size, you could look into a Leatherman Juice. It's a little bit bigger, and it's triple the price, which is why you'll probably never see it on this channel. But just know that that is also a thing that is in competition with this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please listen below. Other than that, have a great day.